You can wear this. You can do a full tuck with a pencil skirt and a blazer if you wanted to. You could do a front tuck. You could do a side knot. You can sleep in this. It's all about that fabrication. It has wonderful stretch. It's breathable. It's super soft. So take a look at the t-shirts that you have in your closet. If your blacks are kind of gray, if your whites are kind of getting yellow, toss them, start over, and this is a wonderful way. With 5 flex, I think it's $3 and change or something? It's great.
You know I don't do math. But mine is that tee and so is yours.
Yes.
But I tucked it, even though it's like really long, I still tucked it into these pants. And you know what's funny is I was very unsure about.
And you did a full tuck.
Yes, and I was unsure because sometimes when you put any kind of a shirt into pants like this, they get lumpy and bumpy and weird and all. Nope, how did everything just go zoop and still stayed?
It looks like it's a traditional length instead of being oversized. That looks so good on you.
Can we go with the girls and show? Okay, I want to show, girlies, we're coming with you over here. But I want to show how we're all different heights. We're all different shapes.
That's right.
We're all different, like, tops and vibes and whatever it is. I'll let you stand on this side, Tanya, and I'll go stand next to Dagmara. Because navy, medium on Dagmara. Dagmara, are you 5'10"?
9.
5'9". Rosie, are you 5'9" is... Oh, because you have heels on.
Yes.
That's why I thought you were 5'10". I know. Faded rose on Rosie, and she is in the extra small. Chambray, small or extra small?
Extra small.
Extra small on Tanya, and I'm all of extra small. But how does it all look good in every shape?
How are we wearing the same size?
This is what I'm saying.
So, you know, I'm 5'1½". I'm wearing the extra small. They work. Now, you can see the length on me is a little bit different because, again, I'm not a leggy 5'1½". There are some that are just like, no, I'm not a leggy. I'm not a nothing. Everything, even my little pterodactyl arms.
Oh my gosh, stop.
But they work. So if you're thinking, I'm petite, will I still get that capri length? I love it. It's right above the ankle, and that is my personal favorite length. That looks great with the sneaker, with the slide, with the wedge, with the heel. I wore it last night with a platform sandal.
I saw that.
You can wear it a multitude of different ways, but that's how it's going to be. If you're like me, if you're a little more petite, it's just fun. It's a great, great, great summer weight. These are moisture wicking because they have that rayon. Rayon does not like to hold on to to moisture, right? It likes to wick away. So that's why it makes it the perfect fabrication to wear in the spring and in the summer months. And if you're past the stage of wearing shorts, I think a lot of us are, the capri length is definitely the way to go.
Well, also, Dagmara is blessed more in the behind area than I am, and it fits. Do you know what I mean? Like somehow these figure out what your body shape. Right, that's what I'm saying. So do you know what I mean? It's like somehow it still just works. And you know, I've called your guys' leggings the magic leggings, and like everybody has bought them. A bajillion have been sold. Is because you guys have figured out how to make the bottom half, whether it's leggings, it's capris, whatever, you guys have just figured that out.
They're the number, HUE is the, well, we've been around for 50 years, since the 1970s. So they're a 70s baby, and they have figured, they're the #1 legwear company in department stores in America. #1. So we know what we're doing as far as legwear is concerned. And it's so true. If you are a little more blessed in the behind area, maybe perhaps you're a little more hourglass, if you pop these over your hip, a lot of times different leggings, you have that gapping. You have extra, and you're like, well, what do I do with all of this? They go in. So there's even that stretch right where we need it in the waistband. So you're going to pull these on over your hip.
Yes, but they don't dig.
No. So when you take them off, you don't have a band.
There's no, when you remember when you used to take off your pants and then there'd be like the imprint of the pants. You're like, oh, I wore these pants today. I can still see the outline of the logo.
It does not go away. No, it's like the seam of your jeans when they're too tight. It's like, oh boy.
We've been there. And then you know, you get into the HUE world, and we're not even, you don't have to ask me anything, right? They're just like, yep, those ones are cute. They're on sale. Let's just get them, because I think you already know the quality, but nobody has owned these, because these are literally...
And no one ever will when they're done.
New.
That's right.
Oh, look at there. $70, and that's about right for you.
$70. Now, these are exclusive. We made them just for you. When they're gone, they're gone. Seriously, unless we decide to go back to the manufacturing and say, make us more, they're gone. That happens a lot of times with exclusive pieces. So we did a capsule drop just for you. We do have comparable designs out there without that ribbing. They're going for $70. And I have a pair very similar to these. It's like a HUE orange. New. It's got, you know, it's a store. Lulu, who? Okay, they're about 100 and...
We all had the same light bulb at the exact moment. I know.
Who
I was like,
oranges, who?
Listen,
No,
I thought you were like Dr. Seuss for a second. I was like, if I've been to that
I can do, I'll say it on my Instagram. Okay, there are comparable brands out there. I have another pair. They're selling for about $120 with a different brand name in them.
Yeah.
I've done that. You can get all the colors for the same price of what some brands are selling. We are a brand. We're HUE. We've been around we've been around longer than those brands who think there's something else selling for $120. These are beautiful fabrication and they're smart technology pants because of the way, again, the rayon, the nylon. The nylon's great so they don't wrinkle. The rayon is great because they're moisture wicking. They wick away that moisture and they dry quickly. And then we threw in that spandex. But rayon and nylon are already stretchy anyway, fabrics. Then when you put in another 3%, that's why they bounce back. That's why they can hug that bum and flatten out that tummy. Yes.
That's what I was saying. Somehow, no matter what your shape is, and sometimes you go to a store and you try on 10 different pairs of pants and you walk out buying none. Right?
Yes.
Because it's not quite right here. It's not quite right here. It's not quite right in the thigh area. This is, again, you guys have hit it with another magic pair of pants. If you're just waking up and you're just looking, by the way, the ones that I'm wearing, I wasn't aware that how fast they were going, but this will be probably the early one to start losing sizes. I do have all sizes, extra small through 3X available. This olive has been very popular, but watch, pockets.
Keep going. Keep going.
Pockets. Pockets. I mean, these are real functional. We have back pockets as well that are also functional, so they read like a slack or a jean or you know, something like that.
Yeah.
But the comfort that you would get in like a legging, then you add that little bit of that ribbing design. Now I feel like I can wear these to work. I can wear these to a little bit more of not just my bebop and capris.
Right.
That kind of gave it a little
and I
something.
think the colors change things too. Like, it just to me, the chambray that I'm wearing, I don't know why. I think they feel a little casual to me. Just like that color, that fun, almost beachy vibe color. That's why I put it on with our boyfriend T and I took it off to the side. I put it on with a slide. I just think that's great. You put these on in the black with the heel and a jacket. Yep. Oh my gosh, or anything tailored, chunky jewelry, then they're elevated a little bit. Your olive, also the same thing. But I think that the fun, if you can swing it, I would definitely go with the olive, the tan, or the black just to tailor it up.
Let me show the tan and the black since we don't have it on, on a body. But I love that you guys did that. You did some like neutrals. You did a little bit of some pops of colors. This is the tan option. So if you want like really like the most like neutrally of all of them. You guys didn't go like khaki. You guys went like a true blue, like a tan.
We're calling those tan. If you've ever bought anything in the spring with us that was in the white pepper, it's the same color.
You know, they almost called this white pepper.
I was calling it white pepper because they were going to call it, which they should have because it is white pepper. Just to let you know, if you got anything white pepper in the spring, all of our tops and things, this goes back to it absolutely perfectly. So that's, I think they're good. I'm gonna make, that's probably what I'll wear when I shop a little bit later in the day because the olive is going to be sold out.
Kyle, did you say I'm now down to like 500? How many in the olive now?
For the world?
580 left in the olive, that's it.
Okay. So
300 olives have sold just during this airing.
First of all, you're rocking the color.
Olives, Riley, just
I do love an olive.
Olive.
And a martini, I love those. Oh.
Did you see that Suzanne and Sarah were drinking together in Pennselsvania? She had a martini.
And she had a dirty martini. I loved it.
It's like I'm missing all the fun with the drinking.
No, you'll be there.
This is what I would say. Since, like you said, if we got 2 of these, we're not even back up to its original price, retail compare. So what I would do, get a black or a navy.
100%.
And then, like you were saying, then get another one. So options again, faded rose. That's the extra small faded rose on Rosie. Got that, Rosie, Rose.
I love the way they did that.
She's 5'9", to give you point of reference, so you kind of know where it hits on her. I've been wearing the very popular olive in an extra small. I'm 5'6", and this is where it kind of hits on me, and I put on with a little bit of a heel. Chambray, oh, there it is. There you go. Take a look at them. These ones are gonna be gone. These all, man, that olive. And I know why, because I also couldn't, and I never wear the same color that the launching host wears. So I want to give it a different vibe. Let me try wearing. And plus me and Michelle get mistaken for each other, so I'm not helping that situation at all. But I was like, you can ask Megan. I said, I gotta wear the olive, man. It is calling my name, and I see why everybody's gravitating towards it.
Well, I walked in, I told Megan I'm wearing the olive. Oh, okay.
Last call, medium, olive. Extra large, large, last call, olive. if you want that one.
And speaking of sizing, just go true to size. What do you normally wear in HUE? You've shopped with HUE. We've sold tons, of course, of our leggings and our jeans. Whatever size you are, just go with that size because it has that ultimate stretch, so you're gonna pull them on. I go between an extra small and a small in HUE. I went with that extra small and they just fit perfect. They fit like a glove. That's what I told my boss. I called her, she goes, how do you like them? I go, they fit like they were tailor-made for me. That's how much I like them. I don't have to hem them. They're not too long, they're not too short. They don't dig into my tummy. They do have that essential stretch. They have that ultimate stretch, and that's what we love. And I just like the texture. I like things that have texture. I like mixing and matching texture. So you can, this is gonna go great with like little graphic tees that you have at home. This is gonna go great with any of our eyelet pieces. You know that faded rose eyelet top, that 100% cotton top that we sold a ton of that you love that's also exclusive? It is a perfect match. So if you love the monochromatic look, that faded rose goes back to this one. But look at this, I'm gonna stretch this. A lot of times when you have any type of fabrication that has any type of texture, you lose your stretch. You don't with this. It's like magic. It's a magic fabrication. It's beautifully engineered. And again, the materials that they use, the rayon, the nylon, the spandex, work the best in the summer months. I used to be a runner, and before I knew, I would always run in just cotton, and it just weighed me down because it didn't wick away moisture. It held it in. I love cotton, but it doesn't know what to do in the summertime. It doesn't release moisture. These do. So if you're getting a little overheated, if you have hot summers year round, this is gonna be your new favorite pant because it just releases that moisture and it keeps you very cool.
I'm telling you, if you're wearing this into work or you're wearing this to something like where you need a little bit something more elevated and you know, leggings aren't appropriate or jeans are not appropriate, you're gonna be so comfortable in your new pair of pants that are like, these are meant to be, normally are like uncomfortable pants because they're the ones you wear to the appropriate place. Deep, real, true, functioning front pockets, real, functioning back pockets as well. That's what makes these read like a slack, read like an actual pair of pants.
I really love that tan.
Like a trouser. You know what?
Do you know how hard it is to find like a tan pant? Or, you know, we call them sometimes just khakis, but khakis can be anywhere from a little olivey to a little, a khaki color is all over the spectrum, but you know this color and it's hard, to me, it's just hard to find a really flattering pair that doesn't show your lumps, that doesn't show your bumps, that is not see-through. Sometimes you turn around and you're like, oh dear, these are, these aren't for me. So it's all in the fabrication, it's all in that ribbing, and it's all in the weight. So they're a summer weight, but they're just enough to cover up those lumps and those bumps. And also, since you're right there, I'm just gonna do a flip. I'm just gonna turn these around. And it's really great the way we have these pockets as well, because that'll cover up any, it just distracts the eye. Dropped yoke, it's just like a true pair of pants.
See, doesn't that look like a trouser?
Yeah, because you know, kind of is a trouser. I mean, it's just, but yes.
But when I think capris, I feel like we don't ever make them nicer.
Super cash. When we say capri, again, it was Sonia De Laurent, and she named it after her favorite vacation spot. We think of big hats and flip-flops, right? We think of super casual, which you can do. I think I'm kind of casual today. I did a little off the shoulder to kind of it up. But yeah, there are every single way that you can wear. And then Dagmara just did a quick change.
Oh,
and
she's in the black now.
She put hers, and then that great boyfriend tee. We're wearing the same tee. It's in black, and then she threw on a heel, and I think that is
that's why
really
I think everybody should get the black, like what Dagmara has on, because I feel like if you're not really sure, grab the black because you'll wear it with a multitude of things.
Look at that outfit.
So that's just a t-shirt with like the black, you know, TS capris. But doesn't
beautiful
it look
heel
so nice?
And some jewelry. You're taking a capri and a t-shirt, and look at that.
They're both 5'9". Rosie's in the extra small, Dagmara's in the medium and the black. So you I always do that as a point of reference so you see where the capri lands. But literally Tanya is in it's all the same 24 inches, but it's still a little on the crop side for you. It's not like a true.
It's amazing how I don't have that bone. What is that? The femur. It is it is amazing how theirs hit right below.
What?
No, look at where it hits.
I think I got lost in that.
Right below the knee, and then mine is like a pant. I am amazed.
Is this the femur?
Oh, this is the femur. The tibia.
These are phalanges, right? Your toes? Toes are phalanges?
What is this bone?
Yes.
What is this body part? That is the femur.
Your calf?
I don't have that either.
No, calf is the muscles.
No, that's the, but look, anyway. The tibia fibia? Oh, I thought that was here. That's the ulna radius.
Sheena, what did you do on your last HSN today? An anatomy class.
With Tanya.
Do you know who would know? Is ask Riley, because she knows all of the muscles and the bones and all the things.
Allness radio.
Oh my gosh, were you Googling it? I saw you guys Googling it. What she was trying to say is...
okay,
She pulled up the... What is it called, Kyle? Read it off to me.
That's the
is
funniest
the femur
thing.
all the way down?
My face hurts.
Okay, listen, because what she's trying to tell you in a very Tanya way is she's shorter, but you know how like even short legs, like where the length is, is all different. Because I have very long legs and a short torso, but I'm only 5'6".
Okay.
Not so much on your...
Again, where are my legs? But they do look like a full pant. If you're like me and legless.
We just crossed over 10,000 sold, and everybody that loves femurs just bought.
I just love these pants. They're gonna work for everybody. And that's what's so great. If you're long and leggy, or if you're like me, if you're a little more petite. Also, the stretch on them. Oh, is this the...
Got it.
We got it, yeah.
It's the bend.
No problem. If you're in an airplane, and you're in the middle seat and you're a long leggy girl and you've got to pull up a little bit. If you're in a car and you're crossing your legs, when you get out, you're not going to have any wrinkles. You're not going to be uncomfortable.
None of that crease that was in there. Let's go through the colors one more time. This might be my last day at HSN at this point.
Because
my boss is like, what happened? Where did we veer? To over 10,000 sold. The ones that I'm wearing are about like to completely sell out. We're at what, what in the olive, Kyle? Okay, we have 300 in the olive. I have 400 people buying the Today Special
Just stay, don't leave.
No.
Don't leave, and don't put it in the cart and walk out. I've done that before.
Not the olive for sure. Olive, chambray, tan, faded rose, black.